Control F7, and we are recording. Yep, we're recording. Hello everyone, Haunted Pyro Gaming here, and welcome back to the Space Engineers series. Sinai said I was going to do a step-by-step tutorial, but I might have gotten just a wee bit carried away earlier with a couple of base improvements, and let's just say I wasn't happy with the ship design from the other day, so I've been putting my own spin on the ship I was building to introduce you all to the basic systems. It looks like an N1 starfighter almost. A little bit of a tour. Okay, so got the in all the engines that I had. I added some oxygen and hydrogen generators, have bigger fuel tanks, more repulsors, more better ion. The connector's still back here. Landing gear still on. Um, there is a few batteries, some hydrogen engines to serve as backup engines. The main power generation are these two big warfare reactors, and then I have four medium cargo containers. You can't see it underneath the cockpit, but the shield energy converters and the shield capacitors are underneath here, along with the oxygen tanks. And under here, in built into the nose, are further batteries. Also, the ship is now armed. The secondary weapon are four 25mm Prowler chain guns, and the primary weapon is two pulse lasers. That's basically what I've done to this poor thing. Also, I decided to go a little bit unconventional, and I built a survival kit so I can respawn at the fighter when it's landed. So it's essentially a micro base too. Oh, and under here, there's a total of 8 micro jump drives for short burst jumps to like a moon or something for faster than light travel. So yes, the fighter. She is faster than light, capable, and fully equipped out. I just gotta finish her hull paneling before we can take her on the test run. Uh, right now, I'm just waiting for time to take its toll and finish generating the fuel we need for the tanks before I put the ammo in it. Oh, and the reactors are fully stocked too. Yeah, that's what I meant by I got carried away. I've also grouped everything together, and I haven't done the landing gear yet, but everything is grouped together. Uh, where'd I put the gyros? Oh, the gyros are in here under these batteries. Okay. Um, yeah, like I said, got carried away and forgot I was supposed to be recording a video, so I don't know what to say. What can I say? I love building ships. Anyways, speaking of video, the topic of today's video was supposed to be power generation and storage to teach you people the different systems of the ship's power. So I built this display platform. Anyways, let's get into that part of this video. I'm probably going to have to hurry up. I'm due in Star Wars The Old Republic to join my guild in like some whatever. Anyways, side note, the gyroscope. I don't have to tell you people what this is for. It's used for turning the ship. That's obvious. Oh, and Crusader, by the way, I was doing some experimenting. I know you're probably going to be watching this vid, but I was doing some experimenting and I had a miniature rover. Um, the rover destroyed itself after about 20 minutes of just spinning right here. Apparently, it's a gyro glitch. Anyways, back to the topic of the semi topic of power generation. So first major thing is batteries. Obvious what they do. They store the power you produce up for later and help to take the power tax off your ship systems. We have the small battery, the large battery, the large warfare battery, and finally the prototech battery, the advanced one. Just literally what they say in the fine print batteries. Oh, excuse me. I think there's a total of about 12 built into this design. Next up, we have your means of power generation. Obviously, I didn't build a wind turbine because I have one over there on the main base. So we'll start with that. So the wind turbine is what you will build when you are starting out on a ground base, and it works pretty much all the time, but it produces the least amount of power. Moving on to the next form of power generation, obviously we have reactors, but let's kind of keep it organized. On to the next form of power generation, we have solar panels. Needs no introduction. Be warned, if you want to incorporate these into your small ships, they are notoriously hard to put on a already laid out design. And next up, we have the reactors. The vanilla blocks are the small nuclear, large nuclear, small warfare, large warfare. Obviously, all nuclear reactors. And the final method of power generation, which I like to use as a backup source, which it's making noise right now, is the engine. So, to get an engine to work, you need an oxygen hydrogen generator piped up to a tank, or at least I like to pipe them to tanks, and then it's piped up to the engine. It's basically the engine of your everyday Honda Civic, but that's the basics on power. Um, since I didn't finish building this on screen, well, it's still not finished. I'm waiting on steel ingots to process, but that's what I've been up to. I looked down at the time and it's a 3:13 a.m. and it's like, "Oh crap, I need to record a video today." And then I realized I was supposed to be doing this on screen. Oh, and the shields faster than light, the weapons and the cockpit are all mod cockpits. This is the hazardous. Hold up. Yeah, this is the hazardous operations cockpit. And it does what it says in the description there. I'll leave it up for a second. Honestly, I kind of like the my mod cockpits better than the standard ones. Like you just enter through this hatch, and it just looks so cool in this thing. I can look down and see the oxygen tanks because I didn't put this on the front of the ship because it's not meant there. I can look up and see the shield capacitor. Hang on a second. Control panel. All right. Set to secondary group. Secondary weapons. Save. Laser. So a little bit of a side note. I, due to Mech Warrior, I'm kind of iffy. Hang on. But I'm kind of iffy about a weapon being ammo dependent. I am thinking about swapping the landing gear out for folding gear. And jump drives, I wanna. Oh wait, no, I have 6. I'm gonna name it Blink because it really doesn't let you travel that far. It only lets you travel about 14 kilometers at most. I mean, it's better than nothing. It'll allow you to escape in a pinch. Uh, oh, that's right. You can only trigger by 1, and I may as well mark up the shield generator as toggle on and off because I can use it to turn the shield off when I'm on the planet or at a base. I have had incidents with this particular shield mod where I've landed and it's caused a crack of the shield and it's taken out a landing pad before. So fair warning if you want to use this mod. But um, yeah, that's about all I had to say. Just throwing it out there. I know I probably should have done that on camera, but I really couldn't help myself. All right. I say let's go ahead and while I'm recording, finish the armor plating. We got about 35 minutes before I have to get on Star Wars: The Old Republic. Anyways, yeah, that's what I've been doing off screen is a good work of progress towards finishing it. I know the colors don't make a lot of sense, but they're pretty good. But that's the beauty of this game is anyone can take what this video might teach them and what other videos will teach them, and you can design the ship any way you want as long as you have the proper systems put into place. Oh, damn it. Obviously, I will end up making a better version of this ship in the future during the series. Like, that's a given. There's going to end up being a Mark II. Fun fact, I don't actually know what I'm going to name this thing. Like, I'm not obviously not going to name it tutorial or anything dumb like that. But I was looking at the original blocky version of it earlier, and it's like, why am I building this? I know it's supposed to be a demonstration of the different systems, but there is no way this thing is getting off this planet. Also, I did field test the core systems of it in another world because I blueprinted. I turned on admin tools for all of half a minute, and then I blueprinted the ship and went into a creative world off screen so I could test fly it on Pertram to see if it would be, capable of escaping that world's gravity, the Mad Max world, and it's capable, fully capable of escaping, in theory. Fully loaded with cargo and ammunition, we have yet to test. But that will be for another video. Oh, wait, cargo access. Crap. We'll worry about that. We can do it from the connector or whatever. I, every time I'm, you know, building one of these, like every time I'm building a ship like this, I feel like Mando when he was retrofitting that old N1 starfighter. Y'all know the scene I'm talking about. If I have Thursday off, I am going to see about getting a couple of the others, whoever will volunteer for it, and I'm thinking about inviting them onto an episode on this world. Just to see if they want to play again. I still need to do the actual shipyard project. Crap. Because I haven't actually built the main shipyard yet. But I kind of want to stick to I still need to get track down the materials to put a Stargate inside of this base. The only thing I'm missing is Naquita. And so far, I haven't been able to find any asteroids with the material in it yet. Because I haven't gone that far afield yet, because... Oh, I forgot how the mod adds them in. I know it's RNG, but still. Point stands, I need Naquita to build the Earth Stargate. Also, I'm thinking about actually trying to use the address system. Just go sit there in a dial home device for about 30 minutes trying to figure out how to. Okay, now that. Ooh, hold up. Okay, I will likely end up stripping some of this away and putting a little bit more gray on it later. Mm. I'm still working out the kinks in this thing's design. That's right. That doesn't require. Okay, we'll just stick to this. Actually, you know what? No, no rounded edges on this design. We'll save that for a car or something. I guess I'll be teaching people how to build rovers next. Okay, I can't. I want to make the survival kit just a little bit better protected. But at the same time, I'm going to have to do some weird crap and leave one side of it open so the panel's accessible. What? Uh. Oh, now the lasers are targeting. Hold up. What did they shoot? Oh. Yeah, now they're targeting wolves. Okay. Fair point. Totally didn't fail me earlier. Stupid things. I was wondering what those things were shooting at earlier because there was no meteors or anything trying to hit the base. I should probably put warning, watch your step on the ship, huh? I could just see a technician trying to work on this and he just falls in and snaps his foot. I'm probably going to end up pulling what the Rebel Alliance did in Star Wars and all that. I'm probably going to end up building a version of this ship that's going to be like 90% skeleton. You know what? As long as the survival kit is on the thing, it doesn't matter. But like I said, I'm probably going to end up doing what the Rebellion did and pull like a Y wing and make a version of this that's like 90% skeleton because the technicians got mad at it, so they stripped most of the plating off of it. I don't like Disney for what they did to the Y wing. That they cut the Y wing completely out of the movies. I don't like what they did with a lot of the movie stuff. Period. Like there was an easier and a better way to do Palpatine's return, and it's called Dark Empire. If any of you ever get the chance to look up the old Star Wars comics, look up the Dark Empire arc. 50 times better than the what Disney did, than the direction they went. Also, Grandmaster Luke Skywalker from Legends. Look up that topic. Definitely better. The Yuzong Vong War, the Jedi Praxium on Yavin 4, the what was that Imperial officer's name? Isard Crisis, when she decided to do one of the most badass things ever, and the Lusankya broke out of Coruscant's surface and destroyed half the city, escaping the Battle of Coruscant. Alright, let that produce for a bit. Also, why is the music so needlessly epic? And where's the food I had on me? Hold up. Nope. I can't even access the other tanks. Let me go to the processor. See if I got any food items anywhere. Oh, I do. Are any of you ingredients? Nope. You're all just processed. Okay. Inventory. I'm just gonna leave these in here. I'm just gonna leave those in there. There was a small ship wing mod that added blocks that actually looked like functioning wings, but I wasn't able to find that mod anymore. Alright, back to building. Oop. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is add some survivability. Like, it's light armor, so this thing is probably going to die to the first major threat that it sees. But I'm going to be banking on the ship's speed and maneuverability to try to outrun anything until the jump drives are ready and I can just, blink out of combat. Because that's pretty much all I'm going to be capable of doing is blinking out in and out of combat. There's a jump drive project I was following for a bit, but the guy got disheartened and he stopped developing it. Like, he just removed it from the site that I got it from. It was like an advanced fighter jump drive. I think that's what it was called. Essentially, if you got in trouble, say Galactic Police Department trying to beat you in for smuggling or something, you could launch a really fast probe away from the battle, and when it was a good distance away, you could instantaneously jump to the probe to escape being killed. Or alternatively, you could fly in with the fighter, lay out probe, and pull an EVE online and jump an entire fleet in there, blasting Thunderstruck ready to rip anyone apart. How's my fuel? Okay, so roughly halfway. A little bit over halfway. I just don't want to fly this thing until it's got full fuel tank levels. Oh, just throwing this out there, random side note, I reached Dark Side Corruption level 2 last night in Star Wars The Old Republic. So now my eyes are a deep dark yellow, my skin is starting to cloud up, and you can see my veins popping out everywhere, turning black. I'm about maybe 1500 dark side points away from getting dark side corruption level 3, where my eyes will turn a deep orangish red and my skin will go pale. I want to get that character to where he looks like a shriveled up piece of beef jerky with blood red eyes, blisters over his eyes, and like dark veins and just ash white skin. I love Dark Side Corruption. It just looks so cool. Okay, how did I do this? I did like, come on, give me what I'm looking for. There you are. I did like this, then this, then this, then this. Over here it is yada 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 yada. Really? 7. There for anyone watching who has OCD. I'll you. I think the funniest ship I've ever seen someone build on here, back when the game was relatively new and they just added rotors. One of the guys I used to play with, he built a flying saucer. It was like a near square hexagonal flying saucer. The actual ship was the center with all the engines and everything. He climbed through a hole on the top, sat in a control seat, and on the bottom he had a single rotor. And he just built the spinning parts of the saucer out from it. But he couldn't go over 5 meters a second because if he did, the ship would rip itself apart. He was one of the people who kept sending messages to someone asking for gimbal nodes. I'm not gonna lie, I would personally like some gimbal nodes. Just spins at a constant rate with like a ladder or something in it, to where you can crawl through to like a ring section on a space station or something. That'd be pretty cool. You know, I think we are going to test fly this before I get off of here. Yeah, I'm going to test fly it. I'm wanting to test fly this so bad because it's always a joy, that first major test flight that you do for something you build on this game. Are the fuel tanks filled up to the point where I'd like? No. Am I going to ignore it and hope for the best? Yes, I have repulsor lifts. As long as I have power, I should be good. So you people get to witness a test flight ahead of schedule. And if it crashes and burns, I will just build another one and test fly that one. Ow. I do need to take some meals with me. Hold up. Okay, I can go ahead and cancel that. I forgot how to make clang or how to get clang. Oh well. Whew. This is gonna be interesting. Go ahead and save. Climb in. And we will start the process of activating necessary systems. First are the hydrogen engines, second are the repulsor lifts. Oh boy. Please don't crash and burn. Please don't. Ah, no, it's too heavy. No. Why must you do this to me? Hmm. Oh, this isn't pear-shaped fast and embarrassing. Hmm. Hmm. Why, game? Why must you embarrass me on my first major test flight? Alright, one, two, we're gonna put two more. Uh, I might have to just make it skeleton. Oh no, what did I just break? Oh no, I broke that. Shit. Right. Oop, I'm glitching myself out. Alright, we will build two more of these. Seriously, why is the music has oh man, that's always going apologies. I need two of those. I'm out of platinum down here, ain't I? I guess that's what I get for what do you mean that? Oh, this is why I was trying to bring the majority of my crap down here the other day. Alright, I'm going to go borrow some stuff. I don't oh, I really don't hold up. I don't want to borrow anything from these though. Because this ship still has some use. Let's go to the moon base. Close this door in case an annoying wolf tries to kill me. Ooh. Yeah, I prefer to close my helmet because I have had incidents where the transporters randomly dumped me in the vacuum of space, even though I'm coming over here. I should have more platinum up here. Production. One, two. Oh, oh, yay! I had the platinum. Let me look for construction components while I'm up here. 70. Oh. When in doubt, just come up to the moon base, I guess. The outdated moon base that is struggling to maintain power 24/7 because I didn't design it good. Which is why I'm going to end up building a new one. Oh, son of a bitch. Guess who's dumbass didn't forgot that he was building 4 repulsors. Ow. And is still out of platinum down here. think one of the cruelest jokes you can play on someone with that mod is you can build a transporter jammer, a signal jammer. Think of that what you guys will if you're ever using the transporter mod. You can build transporter jammers to keep people from getting in and out of your bases. Gimme. Bringing you with just in case. Oh, wait. Different lasers I have. I have continuous pulse lasers here, and then lasers that act like chain guns on the Earth base. I swear, if this base takes a hit while I'm trying to transport out, I'm going to laugh. Scotty, beam me out. Essentially. Alright. Now, test flight number 2. Oh! She's lacking! Disengage the landing gear. Get up to speed. And we'll go ahead and turn on the ion engines for an extra boost because they do provide something at least. Definitely replacing that with better landing gear later. I think in the next video I'll introduce you all to ship tools. Well, there's only the welder, grinder, and drill, so that really won't matter. I don't want to activate the engines or shields just yet because I don't need them. Alright, we are approaching the atmosphere now. Still a little bit ways away, but approaching it nonetheless. Fuel is looking good. And once we escape the gravity pull of this planet, we will test the weapons. I don't play with the orbital re-entry mod for obvious reasons. Because right now I'd probably be burning alive. Alright, we are at the point of where we are now accelerating. I could probably turn the inertial dampeners off and just let the motion of the ship do the rest of the work. $24 Gs. Alright, we are at max speed. Let's go ahead and drift. I do want to build an orbital station, and we'll leave orbital stations out of the mix for now. Because they're a pain to manage, especially if you want to go the whole, oh yeah, let's just leave the station here under its own power with the ion thrusters holding it up. Ooh, asteroid field. Oh, that's not good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start slowing the ship down. And once we are completely slow, I'll go ahead and shut off the hydrogen in the repulsors. Oh, speaking of repulsors. Alright, we have stopped. Switch on full. Okay, I do need to put some better gyros on it. That's for damn sure. Oh wait, no, there we go. Alright, switching atmospheric engines off. Testing directions. There we go. Lasers work. Oh, that's right, I didn't put ammo in the guns. Shit. Alright, there's one more thing to test. Jump drives work. Testing shields. Shields have a high thing. Alright. Definitely some improvements that need to be made. But other than that, the ship is fully functioning. Alright. I will be working on the Mach 2, probably a little bit off screen, and I will display the Mark 2 of this fighter in the future. But anyways, I've been Haunted Pyro Gaming, and I hope you all have enjoyed the video. And if you liked the video, please leave a like, a comment, and possibly a subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video.